Hi, Jeremy Cordeaux in the Court of Public Opinion. I'm just on air here to let you know that we'll be live streaming the Court of Public Opinion every Friday between 9 o'clock and 12 on jeremycordeaux.com. Please join us. We'd love to have you.
Hey Adelaide, it's your boy Con from BTC, Brighton Trophy Centre.
Mate, damn good mate. You ready, mate?
And now it's time for BTM.
The place to be.
Best
It's about
team
that
Let's go.
I'm a girl on the run. This is unfair.
There you go. They got the insert for next week already. Thank you very much to Con and Lena at the Brighton Trophy Centre and Steve the Pirate Mind and Movement Physio, the boys and girls at Shifty Lizard. Welcome to Best Teammates. Jarrod Walsh here, surrounded by a group of absolute legends. Well, some of them. Rosie Panetta, how are you?
I can't feel my fingers, but I'm good.
Okay, great. Right. Matty Burgess,
It's
g'day.
cold. It's really
I can
cold.
feel my fingers and I'm going real well.
Okay, Andy Martin, can you feel Matt and Rosie's fingers?
Yes.
I popped into Con and Lena at the Brighton Trophy Centre yesterday just to pick up
that's
some
uncanny.
stuff. It was a very, very weird experience because it was 9 o'clock in the morning and Con turned to me and said, "Want a beer?" And I almost considered having a beer with him, but it's always lovely to see Con and Lena and catch up with the team there. And a shout out to the people that make the choice to listen to our podcast as well, because we are very grateful. We think last week kind of took it up a notch. It's one of the most talked about podcasts we have ever done because of the quiz. I think of how loose it was.
Pretty loose, wasn't it? It was a good bit of fun.
Yeah, it was. So coming up this round, we do have another quiz. Matt is going to be leading that. We have the best team 8, the Shifty Sound. We might have to give another clue for the Shifty Sound. So, Andy, you have to think of a clue really quickly.
Forgot what it is.
None of us have any idea
What the sound is.
Yeah.
So I'll read out some of the
I
guesses.
wouldn't write that down.
There's actually a lot to get through. So let's throw it over to you first, Rosie Panetta, because over the past 7 days, we have seen a couple of things. You did your sleep out. Matt messaged us saying Rosie got lit on the weekend, and you also accidentally messaged us, I think, about your Italian neighbour. So what?
You know when you text the person you were thinking about?
Oh, yeah. Or email like a boss that you would
So
try
I
to
was
write
like,
an
I've
email
got
to HR about.
I've done that,
Yeah,
yeah.
me too.
I was like, I've got a story, not for this week. I'll save it for next week for the best teammates. And I was like, I'll quickly text it to myself, texted it to you guys. It was a half-baked story.
Matt's like, go on.
Did you see it? Because I deleted it. Did it
No, it
disappear?
stays up for us.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So what's going on with your
embarrassing.
Italian neighbour?
No, it's not that. No. Oh, gosh. It's really annoying that you saw that.
Yeah.
No, it's
It's still there.
Just because
The
you
neighbours-
deleted it doesn't mean that you're going to access our phones and hack into the mainframe like Snapchat or something.
Remove it. You remember you could use to like retract an email? Is that a thing? Where you can
Yeah, but
bring
this
it
is
back?
phones.
Okay.
It's not like those things are weird anyway. And then you got those things where so and so would like to retract that email. You just called me a fuckwit. How do you retract that? Like the email is there.
Yeah, you know Messenger can do that now?
Yes, you can.
Yes,
Yeah,
I think I thought I was on Messenger.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right.
You drunk?
No, so my neighbours are renovating. So they're. Oh, what's this? Okay.
It's
So
Italian.
I live in a very Italian area, which you've recently moved close by, Andy.
Molto
So
bene.
welcome to the community. And
Don't we agree?
They're Come to my house. I'll get you some proper sauce.
Okay.
Now,
So,
it wasn't supposed to be anything.
this is bloody marinara bloody stuff. Sorry, I'm so tired. I don't know what's going on. Like I said in the message, go on. Yeah.
Okay, the neighbours are demolishing their home, and it's being demolished by some obviously Italian guy.
Well, why do you say that?
I was walking the dog, and he goes, "Oh, this is Linguini, the dog."
Euphemism.
And I said, "Yes." And then he goes, "Oh," he said, "Are you Italian?" And then he goes, "Parli Italiano." And I'm like, "Yes."
What
My
does that
aunt's been
mean?
Italian, so do you speak Italian? So I was like, "Oh, yep, okay." So I said, "Yeah, of course, my parents are Italian." And then
You said that, or you said that in
I said, sì, I miei genitori sono italiani. I was like, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's
That
awesome.
is great. Yeah. I'll have the spiral pasta, thanks.
So then Who serves that?
I don't know. Pasta. Spirali Milanese.
Is that what it's called? And it's literally the spiral pasta.
Spirali. Yeah.
It is. So then this guy goes, oh, she must be really good Italian. So he starts saying things to me, and I have no idea
wow.
what he said, but pretty much they ended up plugging in some electricity to our outdoor sockets and blew the whole house.
So that was stealing your power to knock down
So
next
he
door.
asked, I could kind of pick up that, but I didn't know he meant like right now today. And this morning Christopher messaged me. He's like, so the neighbour's plugged into our... Anyway, so yeah, he said something in Italian, which I didn't completely understand. I gave him a little bit and he took a lot.
So can you say an Italian sentence to us and we will try and decipher what you're saying?
Oh, that's
Hang on.
so hard. I don't know. That's so awkward. What am I going to say?
Well, that's completely up to you. It's a question without notice,
okay,
but just say something.
non lo so. Non lo so che parole di per dire. I don't know. I
don't have any idea of what you just said then.
I don't know what words to say.
What have you got, Maddie?
Hello in German. Hang on. Let me change the language.
Are you going to do it? All right.
Did you have it in
I had it
German?
in German, yeah. Yep, go.
Sono qui con I miei amici alla network di Auscast.
So Matt's holding up a phone to Rosie saying it, and what does it say?
I'm here with my friends at Ozcast.
Yeah!
We're friends! Yay!
That is awesome. So how was the sleep out?
That's awesome.
The sleep out was good. Chris and I raised over $3,000. Thank you so much.
You've got to thank Crackers on Twitter. Was it Crackers Gordon? On Twitter, who does deliveries for Shifty Lizard. So Crackers was the guy who delivered the case of beer to Con and Lena at Brighton Trophy Centre. Crackers topped you up to get you to $3,000.
He did, and so did Con, legend. I messaged him personally. I cannot wait to meet. Yeah, he gave me more than he bloody should have, so I really appreciate it. And the night was great. We had a lot of I sent you guys a video of Hans hitting on my husband.
Oh yes.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
There were some surprise appearances. Maggie Beer was there helping cook up the soup, and Hans turned up with his accordion, hit on my husband, told him that he... What did he say? He said
No one hits on our Christopher.
No.
Yeah,
unless
he did.
it's
He was
us.
like, oh, hello, Christopher. Just remember tonight that I'm double jointed. That's what he told my husband.
Wow.
I had one of those experiences with
What, double joint experiences?
Us. No. The very first time I met this person, it was at Time Warp at the old Heaven.
On a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday, so I used to go there for the 2-for-1 drinks earlier, and then I used to sometimes dance on the podiums because, that's just what you do. And that's exactly what I did. But
steps.
I was at the urinal, and this person turned to me and looked, and literally in the German kind of tone said, impressive.
Wow. Impressive, Bruce Willis.
Was that his real accent?
Pardon?
Was it
No.
the real accent?
No.
No, it was
It
a very, very unique time. But sorry, so anyway, did you and Christopher get down on it while you were, because we gave you that challenge to try and make out in front of everyone to be awkward?
We did not make out on the lawns of Ayres' house, but I did. Did you see
Gary Ayres' house.
Yeah, what?
Matt gets it.
I got it. Oh, Crows coach. Oh! You're welcome.
Ow!
Yeah.
Oh, when Andy's
Yeah.
out sporting you, you've really stuffed up.
Far out.
You just spoke in slow motion as well. So, sorry, continue.
Oh, no, and the only problem was it was raining. It was like today's really wet in Adelaide, and Christopher did send me to Bunnings to buy some tarp, and I came to the event with...
I don't know if that's what homeless people do.
No, to cover yourself in the
to
rain. What? This helps. Anyway,
Yeah.
I came with... have you ever heard of weed, Matt?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, have you heard of weed, Jarrod?
Wait a sec. Is that
Have you heard of weed, Andy?
Have you heard
You look straight at Matt. You look straight at me. Like, have you heard of weed, Matt?
You seem like the manliest man.
Yeah.
here.
Wait a second.
what-
no,
no,
I'm so
no, you
confused.
seem like
Is this,
the
did you
biggest
say,
reefer.
have you ever heard of weed, Matt, or have you heard of weed?
No,
Matt?
weed.
Bob Marley's just made it.
Yeah, cool, man. Drink my tea. She forgot. Now she's got it. Yeah.
So sorry, everyone. Everyone
You
got
looked
it
at
10
Matt
minutes
and we're like,
ago.
what is going on here? That's a
That would be
left-field
like
question.
explains why you're talking in slow motion.
Yeah. That'd be like me going, have you heard of Subway, Jarrod?
One word weed mat.
Yes, I have heard of weed mat. Yes.
Maybe you
bought
could have
that
asked
instead of
us
Tarp.
instead of the guy whose name is Matt.
Yeah, I know. It's like asking if I've heard of doors.
Weed mat, Jarrod.
No. Anyway, why'd you call me Matt, Jarrod?
Anyway, bought the wrong thing. We stayed dry. It was great. Thank you so much for
All right, one more
really
question.
Appreciate it. Really
what
appreciate it.
serious question? So we got to straighten up a bit. What did you learn from this, coming away from this experience? Because this is every night a lot of people around South Australia deal with, and I think it's like at the moment it's code blue, which is the coldest time in South Australia to be out on the street. So what did you learn and realise that you took for granted and will allow you to have a bit more perspective?
Okay, the thing that I think Chris and I walked away with most is I took the day off. So it was Thursday night and I took Friday off, and Chris had to go to a meeting at 9 a.m. So, of course, the whole, like, finding somewhere to sleep which is covered and protected and you can get some sleep. Like, things like just drunk people walking the streets of North Terrace woke us up. The bus woke you up. Like that's one thing, finding somewhere to sleep. But then that whole process of you're unemployed, you're homeless, and you want to find a job and go somewhere and look good and play the part. Like we had to go, like we had the privilege of going home and having a shower and cleaning our clothes. But like finding somewhere to sleep is one thing, and then trying to get yourself together.
You're also safe as well, because there's there's a big security issue for a lot of people that would be fearing for their things to be stolen by other people going around.
And not having like an address is like just such simple stuff that you don't think about until like you go, oh yeah, if you're in that position, it's really hard just to get out of that position.
How much like genuine deep sleep did you get?
No, I think I did all right.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. Well, I said to everyone it was a sleeping because I've been getting up at 4 a.m. for breakfast radio, and I got to stay in my sleeping bag till 6. So I was like, this is nice. Than'ks, guys.
Where'd you do a wee?
You know what? I didn't wee all night.
Oh, do you normally?
No, I'm not 80.
What time?
Any check the security camera. You got a time code on that one, buddy? Oh, well, thank you for sharing that. That's you've had a very interesting thing. And when you got drunk on the weekend, you got lit, yeah?
I did.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
No, you're getting cray. Yeah.
So what happened?
I just went out and someone ended up drinking some vodka that had a sparkler in it. I mean,
Well,
whatever.
done.
Yeah,
Cruiser or just like straight vodka? Do you know what it reminded me of? It was like Jarrod. It was like Jarrod when we used to do the Grand and you could see a Hens party coming, and you're just like, oh shit.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh
God.
God. They've got that 2-for-1 special on the penis lollipops again.
Who let mum out?
Yeah.
I got a lollipop
is that
over
what you
here,
wrote
guys.
to the guys?
No,
Lucky,
I didn't.
Matty.
I didn't. It's like when I used to the London Tavern and one of the big night out buses would roll in. You're like, oh, yeah, girls, what's up? And they all tried to root the bloody boy host. Yeah, but it's a 10-minute turnaround because they like roll in, get smashed, and then they roll out. And you're like, okay, I'll try my luck next time.
Am I losing my mind?
Yeah.
The London Tavern's roof was very low, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
About as low as the expectations is going.
Yeah, exactly. That reminded me, near the London Tavern, there was something on last week which I was asked to host and to MC.
The Adelaide Club?
No, this is in Rundle Mall. So last week they had the is it the donut day in
Friday,
Salvation Army?
Yeah.
Every day's donut day.
I got
Paul Curran usually hosts that?
Well, it's quite funny. I got contacted and asked if I could MC it because literally Paul Curran was unavailable. That's what they said to me. I'm sorry, I can't do that.
Is he still in demand, that guy?
I'm not really sure. I don't know.
Did you say yes?
No, I couldn't do it. Unfortunately, I had something on.
Free donuts.
Guys, is this a good or bad point to remind you all that I met my husband at the London Tavern?
Great point.
It's a great point.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. It was a pub crawl.
Did you kiss on the first night?
Yeah.
Pub crawl?
Where?
Was it for the uni?
On a couch somewhere in the London
Where
Tavern.
on the
Okay.
body?
Next subject.
Yeah.
Okay, we got plenty more to go still on the Best Teammates podcast. Let's go into the Shifty Sound.
The Shifty Sound.
You've got to talk us through this, Andy, because we've got no idea what's going on. We do know that the boys and girls at Shifty Lizard have given us a voucher to give away. Do you want me to get some of the incorrect guesses up after you play the sound, just so we have an idea of what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Play it.
Okay.
You can't tell if you're literally pushing something here live. That's the sound.
That's the sound.
Okay, here's a couple of the guesses. I had a crack at Jamie Manson on Twitter because Jamie's guess was turning the lid on a Mount Franklin bottle. I think he was trying to be funny. I'm like, Jamie, this is the last Shifty Sound, mate. But he's a good listener, so we very much appreciate it.
The first clue was that you've recorded it in the Ozcast studios. That was clue one.
Wasn't one of the clues like clock or something?
No, it was watch.
Watch. Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
so
Right.
Ben Herbig at spud_reg on Twitter. Is it hitting a button on a photocopier and watching it start? Do you have a photocopier in here?
No, we're a what do you call it? A green business. It doesn't
It
use
does
with,
smell like a
paper.
Just going
compost
back
heap
to
in
the
here.
weed match chat.
Yes.
Oh, sorry,
Yes,
guys.
it does.
And Tats37, is it the microphone being turned on? The microphone switch being turned on?
No.
Okay,
Good guess,
so
though.
it's a great guess. Well, we don't know if it's a good guess or not. I have no idea what it is.
No, I
Andy,
don't
do you have
know
another
either.
clue?
Yeah. Sung.
Sun.
Sung.
Oh, sun.
Like the
Sung.
past tense of-
S-U-N-G.
Oh,
Sung.
Sung. Okay,
Hello. Sung.
I mean,
hashtag the Shifty Sound.
Cartman's here.
We're going to be going to Shifty Lizard in the next 14 days, basically, to go visit there. We've got a live podcast we'll be able to record, and it will be a lot of fun. I have a radio question I wanted to ask you because we're saving up a bank of Sexy Sams and stuff to do next week. I don't know if you guys have been listening to Nova at all at the moment, okay?
I still haven't put it back on my radio.
It's really interesting in
Yeah.
regards to one of the songs that they're playing at the moment. So Joel Corry, which some of the announcers say Joel Corry, even though it's Joel Corry.
Joel Corry, not sorry, or whatever his
That's
first song
exactly
was,
right. No, that's Joel Turner and the Modern Day Poets.
Oh,
no,
they did a
what's
song with Anthony Mundine.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
So
Damn, I've got to find a new question for the quiz now.
Joel Corry and MNEK do the song Head and
MNEK
Heart.
Heart.
Yeah, right. So, you know.
I got some lowdown on that song.
Exactly.
Yep.
But what I've noticed is that Nova are now playing their own version. So they are playing a version and they feel good, and you can hear Nova going through the whole song. So I think it's because, and I got asked this by Josh Miller why they're doing it, and I heard the song in full this morning as I was flicking around listening to it, and I thought, I wonder why they're doing that. And do you guys think it's because they would have had an agreement with Joel Corry and MNEK? They play the that on the TV commercial of Nova at the moment. So potentially they've got them to record a version for the TV commercial. Now they're playing it on the radio just so they have recall in their head. Because I thought it sounded hideous, to be honest. I thought that version sounded pretty bad.
Or maybe work experience kids in the music department and just recorded the wrong version in.
No, you guys all know how deep this shit goes and the thinking behind the people making these decisions.
Yeah.
You know that they're playing it to fuck with people's heads mentally so that they have the recall to tick those books.
That's what I thought. So
Is it number one right now? Is it still up there?
Yeah, it is, but the version that they're playing has the feel good and Nova in there, and it just. But for me, it doesn't even make sense with the song if you've listened to the song beforehand. But it is that thing. So I know that when LMFAO had I'm in Miami, bitch.
Yeah.
They changed their version to I'm in Adelaide, bitch. I'm in Sydney, bitch. So
Oh,
those
yeah, they did
versions
too.
played on the radio as well.
That's
so
right.
again, connects you with the artist, but you know it sounds
And
close
it's
to the
not
audience.
uncommon for any station. They do it at the top of the song often.
Correct.
This is
But
throughout
also-
it.
throughout the song.
This is
Yeah,
through the
but
middle.
also you've got to remember how much money Nova pays to have all this music made for them. So they would have paid MNEK and bloody old mate a lot of money to make it. So yeah.
What are your thoughts? What's going on? You're shaking your head. You can talk to us about this, Matty. What's happening? What are you thinking?
I can't because I can reveal some pretty big things about that particular tune
Really?
that might get
can
me
you?
in trouble.
Okay,
No,
so
no. Let's do this.
okay, so but what part are you shaking your head at?
It wouldn't have been very hard for them to, or put it this way: whoever they had to get had to get the rights off of would have
Yeah.
been very easily accessible for them.
Maybe the person they talk about in the Ceilings Instagram account, maybe. Anyway,
okay.
let's,
Yeah, well, I just found it really interesting. But if we have a lot of people who listen to the media and have questions that I'm prepared to answer anything. Like I've got I've got lots of secrets, but no, obviously no.
This is a music industry secret. So
Okay,
Yeah.
well, it's good to know. I don't know where you're going with that, but I'm glad
why
you
would
just
it get you in trouble?
Matt's involved in the music industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I know a few of the people involved. That's all.
So.
Okay. Well, we're looking
I'll tell you
forward.
off air.
Yeah, exactly. So let's wrap up the podcast so we can.
Here's Con.
I love that. That's very interesting. Okay, so I just wanted to raise that because I heard that this morning. If anyone has any media questions about radio or events and stuff and the music scene, the stuff we can answer, we can definitely answer on the podcast because we're doing it for the people.
From a radio point of view, though, there is backdoor dodgy deals all the time, and
100%.
Things are never what they seem.
We got told once to play this artist because they were on the same label as, I think, Ed Sheeran. So the radio station was trying to get the...
they would leverage. Yeah, what's his name? The dude by himself was similar.
Yeah.
Newton Faulkner?
No. Newton Faulkner's amazing.
He's after that.
Yeah. But this guy, I had to pre-record all of these 30-second intros for this artist until it was absolutely spot on. And basically the record label was like, cool, you can have Ed Sheeran for this tour concert presents just as long as you play this guy on the radio.
Well, that's what happened with Taylor Swift when Taylor Swift went to Hamilton Island with Nova. There were all these backdoor agreements with playing the other artists from her associated record label around Nova for the next 12 months.
That happens in the nightclub world as well, where agencies will say, well, we'll give you Fisher if you book old mate who no one's ever fucking heard of before.
Yeah.
That's a pretty decent name.
Yeah, old mate who no one's ever fucking heard of.
It's a long Instagram handle, but
it's good. Yeah, he's on the rise.
I think it's a very good chat. Matty, what's been going on with your life, mate? What's happening? What are you going to tell us?
Well, I got I had the hard conversation with my wife the other day that I wanted to come back and play some footy.
Oh, yeah. Aren't you severely injured?
Yeah. Don't you have a broken back?
Yeah, why is that a problem? Why would she be concerned?
Because the doctors told me after my spine surgery in October that I couldn't play contact sport anymore.
Okay.
And I pushed and I pushed and I pushed, and she finally said yes. So
what's happening?
Wow.
Well, I'm going to aim to play the last game of the year, which is...
Captain, coach.
Not captain, but coach. So I'm going to try and play...
So you're like, guys, if you shit all year, I'm going to jump on and finish it off for you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and play footy. But yeah, I'm going to try and get a game in, which is, I think, late August. So I've got about... I think 11 or 12 weeks to get myself fit and in some sort of shape. So this will be a bit of a journey, I reckon.
The wife's
for all
on
of
board,
us.
great. You're on board, great.
Yep.
How's the doctor?
Haven't asked.
Okay.
So, you probably won't either.
Are you an uncle yet, or is he still in the works?
No, I am.
That's happened?
Yeah, but they haven't announced it. So
great. All right, so let's just move on.
That's why I didn't mention that.
That is awesome. So what do you think is going to be the most challenging thing for you with testing your body and its limitations? Because you're not going to be able to get onto the surface and half-assed it. You'll go hard.
Yeah, if I'm only going to play if I'm 100% committed to the whole thing and get myself fit enough and strong enough to play. So, like right now, I couldn't go out and do it because my back would just collapse.
So who makes that call? Is that just obviously you?
Oh, I'd just have to go with how it feels at the time. And, yeah, if I feel strong and I feel fit, then I'll go out and play. If I don't, then, I won't be able to do it.
Yeah, right. I love that. Can we come and watch that game?
Yeah, please do.
He's like, if you don't, I'll hate you.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, we'll come.
Is it Yankalilla? Is that where it's going to be?
Like Yankalilla Yabbies.
Did you guys win on the weekend?
No, we didn't.
Oh, you've got that one win, though, where you did your Mad Monday afterwards and celebrated like one flag, which is amazing.
Do we know how many Yabby costumes there are out in costume shops around Adelaide? Has
Rosie,
anyone inquired yet?
I don't want to break your heart. I don't want to burst your bubble because for me, I'm a dream maker, not a dream breaker, right?
Don't you break my Yabby dreams.
They're not the fucking Yabbies. I think they're the Tigers or some shit like that.
Tigers.
Well, that explains why that was your theme song last week.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Picked up on that bit.
I went from Yabby land.
You know, I heard that Mark Rasciuto has you know how a lot of people have tropical fish tanks in their house? Yeah. He's just got this fish tank full of muddy water and it's got Yabbies in it.
Oh, that's so poorly.
Does he eat them?
I don't know. Do they taste nice, Yabbies?
I don't think they'd fill you up.
Yeah, well, it depends how many you have.
Are they just small prawn/lobsters?
I think they're quite large, like in between a prawn and a lobster.
What has this podcast come to?
So next week, David Attenborough's on.
Yeah. All right, let's go into the best team 8. We got a brand newie for you this week.
The best team 8.
The best team 8, a bit of a play on words for the best teammates. So we bring a topic to the table each week, and then we have to provide 2 examples each for that one topic. And this week, It is things that make you feel like you're getting older, or things that make you feel old.
Yeah, got some feedback as well on social media for the best teammate from Josh Miller. Correcting Rosie on her spelling of the Offspring album Ixnay on the Ombre,
That was
I think
my
it is.
fault. I sent it to Rosie. She would have just copied and pasted what I wrote.
But it looked very nice, though. I just got a message from Josh that said, no, that's the wrong thing.
Sorry,
And
my
he's getting
fat
excited
wrist
for
fell
that
on.
one.
Let me get the questions up. Yeah, I just want to play the game, guys.
Yeah, I got a message from Josh that just said Ixnay, and I wrote back, what? And he said,
Well,
yeah, thing.
It was
Oh,
one of those
dear,
things
sorry.
that I was writing it, and it kept auto-correcting
Yeah.
to something, and in the end, I was just, fuck it, that'll
Yeah,
do.
You'd notice that's what I do when I text you guys.
Yes.
I just press send and just keep going until I get it right.
Yeah, we noticed. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Oh, who's starting?
All right, you're up, Rosie.
Oh, gosh. All right. First thing to make you feel old is you start reading the junk mail.
Oh, yeah, that's a
yeah,
good
that
one.
is a
Have you
good one.
found anything in the junk mail that shouldn't be in junk mail?
No, I found myself reading it and went, who the fuck are you? Stop reading the junk mail. And I threw it out. But no, the best ones are, what's Audi? When Audi does weird shit, like, oh, you can buy...
Are you talking physical mail in the mailbox?
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
okay.
their
I
email.
thought
Yeah, like
email.
catalogs. Catalogs in the junk
yeah.
mail.
Rosie's there reading, Russian brides want to meet you now.
Send them our way.
No, reading, you know, what's on special this way that I drag, that kind of...
Okay, not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
Hey, Maddie.
Mowing and maintaining my lawn.
Yeah.
I love it. Which one? The front yard? Yeah.
I've seen your backyard. Yeah, it's a
Bet
real
you are.
bloody
Pretty
Amazon
bushy.
there,
Yeah,
mate.
pretty bushy.
far out.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah,
lot of-
mate. Yeah.
Yeah, bloody hell.
All right, so mine is every time you get out of the car, it's a different type of...
Is that you or the car?
Like, getting out of the car.
Yeah, I like that one. Mine is having to invest in a nose hair trimmer. Which is and the thing is, I've shaved my nipples, right? And
With the nose hair trimmer.
Nah, but I don't have it.
What's the thing?
Yeah, I don't have a hairy
yeah.
chest, but I've shaved around my nipples, and once you do that, it starts expanding.
Yeah.
So if you shave your nose hairs once, they start growing large, and you see when you get older, your nose gets bigger, your ears get bigger, and the hair gets bigger. So you just to maintain it is pretty tough. And sometimes as a guy, you try and pick out your individual nose hairs, and it makes your eyes water, and it's full on experience. So there's mine, guys.
Sometimes I pluck them out with tweezers from Christopher's face.
Good
Oh, he's
man.
real super hairy as well, Christopher.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, but he's a hottie, and I'll
Look-
kiss him on the mouth.
Okay. I'll pluck it first. Look,
I would pluck the shit out of your husband, mate.
slightly following on from you, Maddie.
Yep.
It's kind of the same but different. But you know you're old, and I'm looking at my neighbour, who I think I've whinged to you guys publicly
The
about.
Italian one.
The Italian
No,
one?
different other side.
Oh, right.
You know you're old.
Other
Yes,
Italian
yes,
one.
yes.
Yeah, probably Italian.
Northern Italian.
Yeah. The whole street's Italian. You know you're getting old when you enjoy and take part in like lawn mowing before 9 a.m. on a Sunday.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So annoying. Like, put it away, buddy.
What about the...
I watched her face and she got halfway through it and
That's
thought,
the
oh, I've
best.
made a mistake
And,
here.
we need to say, Rosie hasn't never intentionally come in here being like a little smut
Minx,
fiend.
yep.
No.
But it just...
You've turned her into
It
that.
just happens, and that's what we love about you. You're accidentally just a real dirty fiend, and
Okay.
but innocently, like that. People say, like, "Oh, it was Rosie." You know, that
I
quiz
saw the
last week
tweet
when
this
Rosie's
week.
like, you know, which one of you does the rub tub tugger or whatever it's called? Like, this is all accidental, but there's an element of cheeky about you, mate. Keep it up.
My second one.
Please.
When you get annoyed at kids having fun.
Yeah.
You know, when you
good,
see
yeah.
kids and you're just like, fuck off. Like they're throwing rocks at shit.
Why are you enjoying
Yeah,
life?
well, shut up.
Andy and I have kids. Yes.
Yeah, you get it. I mean kids in the neighbourhood, but yeah. No, I can confirm that.
What have you got, Andos?
Mine is when you are driving, and we talk about this all the time, but it's just like anyone that doesn't courteous wave or just cuts you off.
Yeah.
If you see someone else cutting someone else off, I get angry.
Yep.
Yeah, road rage is pretty much it.
I like that one. I've got two really good ones.
No, I'm doing both.
Okay, I'll do them both, right, to finish this off.
Only
Best
one
team
will
nine.
make. Well, only one will make
one.
a graphic.
Okay, so
Yep.
can I give my
Okay.
my apology that
Yes.
won't make the list?
Yeah.
That is sporting reference when clubs and players start wearing heritage tops, but the tops were actually from an era that you were around.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Is that regarding Port Adelaide last week?
No, so it's a club that goes, oh, we're going to wear a top like the Adelaide 36ers. We're going to wear a top from our championship era back in the 90s when it's supposed to be, oh, yeah, it's a heritage, it's a retro one. I go, no, I was around back then. I feel retro.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The other one is this. When you're about to go to bed and you calculate the hours of sleep that you're going to get.
If that's the case, I'm old as fuck.
That's a very good list, guys. Not all of them have audio, but I thought it was a very good best teammate. Andy Martin, what's happening in your life?
Since I left here last week.
Is this your first time back?
No, I have been back, but I have been packing my house to move, and we moved yesterday. It has been the most hectic, 7 days of my life. 2 massive trucks. Didn't even fit all the stuff in there. We had to go back.
So you've
today.
been doing it? You've been driving the truck and everything?
No, we ended up getting dudes to do it because it would have been too much. It was like 50 boxes, 5 or 6 beds, 4 fridges, 2 freezers, partridge in a fucking pear tree. Like fucking everything was in there. Kids, fucking heaps of kids.
Did they get a box each?
Yeah. Shut up, get in there.
You breathe in there.
Yeah, you got those foam Cheeto looking things. Eat those. They're in there. Those little foam Cheeto things. Okay. So it's just been absolutely hectic and packing till midnight each night and like getting shit ready and then making sure that the old house is ready to go for the new owners and stuff like that. It's been crazy.
Did you find any pieces of gold? Like stuff that you didn't know that you had anymore that you thought, fuck, I thought I threw that out ages ago.
My soul.
No.
Wow, where was it?
It was in the bin. No, because we had been, we knew we had to leave at some point, so we had been culling all of our stuff over the last 6 months. So nothing sort of too new. Lots of dirt and shit like that, but I would never fucking move.
You're going to go through some really different, exciting things, though, now that you probably didn't used to do 5-10 years ago, because one of the first things you'll do is you go, oh, I wonder what restaurants are on our Uber Eats around our house.
Yeah. Well, this is a brand new area. I didn't grow up in this area. Yeah. It's for the kids. So
it's nice.
Have you been in the pool yet?
No, it's been hailing. So it's literally been hailing.
If he said yes, I would have been so impressed.
Yeah. I'm practicing Wim Hof in the ice bath every morning. No,
the weird thing is, we only saw it last weekend, last Saturday, and the pool was clean. And I went to check it out yesterday, and it is full of shit.
Yeah, bro, this is one of those things that the best thing about a swimming pool is when someone else has one.
Yeah, I'm hearing that.
Yeah, it's the same with kids because you can hand them back. You know what I'm saying?
Hearing that.
You know what I'm saying? You got no sleep last night. Yeah, kids up
Get
all
out
night.
in the middle of the road.
Go to sleep,
I'm going.
Shit. Love you. See you, childcare. Yeah. Sorry.
They're really selling it to us, aren't they?
Actually, you know how you got that police app?
Which one?
You know the one we...
Oh, God, I thought you were thinking about the Crime Stoppers one, which I'm regularly featured, guys. Sorry.
This month's featured artist is Jarrod Walsh.
Yeah, otherwise known as...
featured everywhere.
Person of interest. Yeah.
It now works with Georgia.
I'll
call the police.
Have you seen the Father Christmas one?
Yeah, I've got that too. Yeah, I've got the Easter Bunny
I got
one.
that too.
Well, just for yourself.
Use it for Kira.
Let's go into the Back to the Future quiz, guys. Last week's quiz is going to be... Oh, wow, what's going on?
Sorry, just had a few cigarettes, guys. She's right. I'm good. It's all good.
Last week's quiz is going to be difficult to be topped because it was just... We just had lots of fun doing it, but who cares? This is what the quiz and the podcast is all about. Maddie Burgess, you won last week.
I did win.
You smashed it.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done, mate.
Yep, it was a momentous victory for me, and really looking forward to hosting this one and not living up to the expectations.
All right, so here's the quiz about dead people.
Well, you're not saying it. Okay, so your buzzers are
Okay.
your favourite band or music act name. So for you would be saying 5.
My favourite band, I'll say Mumford. Mumford & Sons, my favourite.
Andy?
Mumford. Jebediah.
Fresh till death. Rosie?
I feel weird yelling strokes a lot.
Okay,
Oh,
what
wow.
about
Yeah.
that?
Call an ambulance, she's having a stroke.
Yeah.
That's a Moray dude. Why don't you say his name?
Oh, yeah. Joe Dolce.
Joe Dolce.
Yeah, just say Dolce.
Dolce.
All right, done.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
First one. Who played the character Mrs. Doubtfire?
Mumford.
Fresh till death.
Yeah, that was Robin Williams.
Yes, that's correct.
Thanks.
Yeah. Emilio Estevez is part of which acting family?
Mumford.
Rosies, oh, Dolce.
Dolce.
Or was it
He's
the
some words to
Mighty
him.
Ducks?
What the
I
fuck?
didn't hear the question.
Great finish to that series as well, guys. The last episode
it?
of that Mighty
Yeah,
Ducks
you're
series.
bloody. Yeah, that's what's stuck
Yeah,
in my brain.
the last.
I'll repeat the
No, I
question.
can answer it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mumford. He's part of the Sheen family.
Correct.
Yeah. His dad Martin. There's Charlie and his
Charlie.
uncle Mister. Yeah. Real clean bloke. Sorry. Sorry.
You knocked the polish off that one. What famous US festival hosted over 350,000 fans in 1969?
Mumford. Woodstock.
Fucking
Yes.
fresh till death.
It was not.
Woodstock. I'm going to win today.
Which team was the centre of Ace Ventura?
Mumford.
Oh,
The Miami Dolphins.
Yes.
didn't even know that.
Who had the Tower Burger?
Mumford.
Yes.
KFC.
I had to put a KFC answer in there somewhere. What year was the hit?
Dolce.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not going to.
just go,
I got interrupted.
What was the hit
Yeah,
sheet?
just feel like I had
throw
to
a
jump
year
in
at
there.
us.
1976.
You're way off.
Damn it.
Wait, can you finish the...
Yeah, finish the question.
Miami Dolphin. What year was the hit Yeah by Usher released?
Mumford,
Yep.
I reckon it was 2000 and...
Oh, we need a buzzer. He's taking too long.
2008.
Wrong.
Fresh till death.
Yes.
2004.
Yes.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done, Andy. Good stuff.
Yeah, more than
Well done,
welcome.
Andy.
Who was the best
Yeah.
pushcart driver in all of Jamaica?
Mumford.
Yeah.
Your Brenner?
No.
Dolce.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
One of the blokes from Cool Runnings.
It is one of the
It
blokes
is.
from Cool
Yeah,
Runnings.
but I don't remember their name.
Your Brenner.
Fresh till death.
Yes.
John Candy.
Mumford.
Yes.
KFC.
No. One last chance, Rosie. Just remember,
What's it rhyme with?
Ron Bandy.
they asked. The hit line was, "You're dead."
Oh, far out.
Mumford. Shit.
Freddie.
No.
Freddie, you're
Sunker.
dead.
Sunker.
Sunker, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Definitely need to watch
Sunker,
that
you're
movie
dead.
again.
Yes.
Oh, Sunker.
Sunker, you're dead. Was that his name? Sunker, you're
No,
dead.
you remember when they crashed and they're like,
Sunker,
oh,
you're
Sunker,
dead.
you're dead.
Sounds like
Man.
the 12th man.
Sunker, you're dead.
Did Sunker die?
No, they all lived.
Okay.
Kiss my lucky egg.
Yeah.
God.
That's what he says.
That also
Great
from the
movie.
movie?
No, I'm just asking you to.
Are you referring to your head? Because you don't have any hair.
Which one?
Damn it, I thought I heard it.
Oh, this is the best debate ever.
Anyway, it's a big one. Anyway, where are the 2021 Olympics held?
Mumford. Tokyo.
Yes. Andy's struggling. Anyway, dig, shove, block, and serve are all terms for which
Mumford.
sport?
Fresh till death.
Oh,
We'll give it to Rosie.
volleyball.
Yes.
Well done.
Okay, the last one
Yeah.
for 10 points.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Which will still make Jarrod
The adults
winner.
are talking. You only live once, and Reptilia are all songs from which band?
Oh,
Fresh till
Rosie.
death.
Oh, do you want it? Do you want
No,
it?
you do it.
No, you do it. See what happens.
You do it, mate.
Dolce.
Yeah.
It's the Strokes.
Yeah. Rosie
That
wins.
was a very good quiz.
Thank you. I
got
did it
set
2
up
minutes
there.
before I walked
Yeah,
in.
Yeah.
You did very well then.
Thanks.
Congratulations. Can we take a moment to thank our sponsors of the Best Teammate podcast, the Best Teammates podcast, I should say, because without their support, you know what, we wouldn't be able to talk about the people that listen to our show. And at least we're guaranteed that 3 people listen to our podcast, like Con and Lena and Steve the Pirate and
You know
Shifty Lizard.
I can't remember which episode it was, but Lena sent me an inbox on Instagram of Con listening to it at like 6 in the morning, and she's like, "Thanks a fucking lot."
She told me that yesterday when I saw her. She's like, I haven't listened to last week because Con hasn't fucking woken me up yet this week. I'm like, oh, geez, sorry, guys. Con's like, you want a beer? So thanks to our sponsors. Have a listen here.
Winners, champions, legends. South Australia is full of them, and their cabinets are full of trophies from Brighton Trophy Centre. For 23 years, their family-run business has celebrated victories with a wide range of engraved trophies, cups, plaques, glasses or mugs, honour boards, chopping boards, you name it. Whether in the office or in the field, they'll commemorate any achievement on any budget. Sporting clubs receive free engraving and logos on trophies too. Google Brighton Trophy Centre or visit them in store.
All right, best teammates, we all know that we feel better when we move, so an injury can be really difficult to deal with, not just physically but mentally. The philosophy of Mind in Movement Physio is designed to put you in the centre of your treatment journey and to give you back control. So together, we dive into a thorough assessment and highlight all aspects of your life that can affect how you feel. They then discuss how you can maximise your movement and function while stimulating your body to adapt and heal through active treatments. It's about highlighting what your body can do whilst implementing mindset changes and increasing your knowledge around living with an injury. All listeners of the Best Teammates podcast will receive 10% off their initial consults, so book online through mindinmovementphysio.com or call Steve Stavros. Steve the Pirate is a legend. He's got a beard. 0401 014 333. Welcome back to the best.
So what happened yesterday, Jarrod?
I don't know. Okay, so we listened to those sponsor messages live.
Yeah, in real time.
I don't know if do we need to discuss what you just said.
It's just sometimes you need to
Say it.
clean up after a mess, and sometimes the thing that you clean up after the mess you drop onto your shoe.
Yeah, so it was a nard that dropped onto your shoe.
So, guys, I tried to FaceTime you all on the weekend. It was such a unique weekend because on Sunday we had an Adelaide 36ers game against Melbourne United, and it was a last-minute game because Melbourne have been shut down, obviously, in lockdown for 2 weeks. So what had happened was Melbourne United was supposed to play Adelaide in Melbourne, but they couldn't. So the home game went to Adelaide, but it was Melbourne United's home game. So there were two options. The first one is Adelaide buy the home game. Adelaide put their sponsors on the floor and use everything on the LED, but it didn't go like that. So Melbourne actually said, we want it to be a Melbourne United game day. So all of their sponsors on the court for broadcast, so all their sponsors get the recognition on the television broadcast. And we had to present a Melbourne United game day. So we weren't allowed to enthusiastically cheer the Adelaide 36ers.
And you had to MC it.
Yep. So I was pretty
Did you
honest.
change your language to suit? So like,
Yes.
hey guys, go down to the Mao later on.
I wasn't going, anyone else have a coffee on Bridge Road this morning, guys? On the walk past the MCG.
You're going to go do some shopping in Shabble Street later on, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Then to the four supporters that were there, you're like, Melbourne! And then they went back,
There were a couple of Melbourne supporters there. It was a challenge.
How'd they get in?
Well, we had to COVID test them pretty severely. I had to almost educate the crowd at the start and say, this is going to feel unique. It's going to sound unique, but we just got to do it anyway. So ultimately, we couldn't bag out the Melbourne players. We almost just had to be equal on enthusiasm. Sure. So the way that I positioned it was...
I'd like to think you're not bagging out the opposition.
Nah, but more so, you're very underwhelming when the opposition scores. When Adelaide scores, you're really excited. Yeah. So I just said to the staff, let's treat it like an exhibition game. Well, we've got two teams that we need to show both excitement for. Yep. So I get there really early because Melbourne had access to the court at midday and we had our meeting at 11. The game didn't start till 2, so I had a couple of hours to burn. So I went and sat in the green room, which is basically where everyone leaves their belongings. So I went through everyone's belongings and stole the shit, which was awesome. That's good. And then I saw the Murray Magpie, the mascot for the Adelaide 36ers, the head of Murray Magpie. So I thought I'd put it on. And I FaceTimed my daughter, and she loved it, thought it was hilarious. And then I put it on for someone to walk in and thought it was great. And then I thought I'd FaceTime you guys.
Oh, so you weren't at home? I thought you were at home.
No, I was
I was some weird shit.
Yeah, I was at the basketball. Yeah. So I tried the FaceTime, and then no one answered. I'm like, this is really disappointing. Then Matt said I was just about to answer. So I FaceTimed Matt first of all. I thought, this is sick. Then Annie messages. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's call Annie now. Then we had the duo. Yeah. Then Rosie came on board, and I took a screenshot and put it on our Twitter. But it did remind me of an experience that I've had with mascots before, because there's some good mascots and there's some pretty rough ones. I may have told this story on the podcast before, but I just pretend I haven't.
Can I just say that you rang us with the mascot head on and you didn't say anything?
Yeah, and then he hung up early, and then we had a conversation for about 5 minutes. Andy and I kept talking for about 20 minutes.
And the funny
What
thing
just happened? Where did he go? Why did he say nothing?
well, the girl that walked in is not only afraid of birds, but she's also afraid of mascots. So I scared the shit out of her. But I had this time where the mascot for the Adelaide 36ers, the person inside the costume, sorry to reveal everything, is actually also the person that is the mascot for the Adelaide Strikers. So it's the same dancer, right? So they're not real things, the mascots. There's people inside the costumes. I'm sorry. I had to reveal that. I had this really interesting encounter with this person a couple of years ago where Murray Magpie, the 36ers mascot, I whispered in Murray Magpie's ear, which is technically Murray Magpie's mouth, and I said, just under my breath, I'm like, hey, mate, wouldn't it be funny if I put my peen in here?
Oh, wow.
And he, this is like just before I'm about to go on the mic.
He's like, there's a mic in here.
Yeah, exactly. So Murray's laughed and had this reaction, which is great. And you can't laugh as a mascot, so you throw your head back like it's really hilarious, which is awesome. Thought that was brilliant. So the next night I had an Adelaide Strikers game, so we're about to introduce the crowd, and I've gone up to smash the Strikers mascot, and I've gone in Smash's ear. Mate, wouldn't it be funny if I put my peen in here? Kind of same reaction, but not really. And I thought, that's all right, maybe he's having a bad night. Until it got to the innings break when I walked into the change rooms and Smash took his head off, and it was a different guy. That I've never met before. And apparently this guy went up to the person who's the mascot normally and said, yeah, the MC said something a bit weird to me at the game on the weekend.
Takes the head off, looks at you, winks. Let's get down to business. When I was living in Canberra, working for the AFL, North Melbourne were playing a lot of games in Canberra.
Yeah.
And part of my job as a junior development officer was I had to be the kangaroo for their home games at Manuka.
You were the mascot?
Yeah, I had to be the kangaroo. And then also there was some school visits every now and then during the week where some kangaroo or North Melbourne players would go, and I'd have to, duck off and get changed into the kangaroo. And the worst thing about it was it had these massive feet.
Yeah.
Right? And this little, kangaroos don't have big arms. So if you fell over, you couldn't get back up. And I think Adam Simpson, who's now the West Coast coach, was the North Melbourne captain at the time.
Bart's brother.
Yeah. Homer's other son. And
We're just helping you, Rosie. We're just helping you.
Yeah. He knew this once and decided to push me over in front of a group of school kids.
No way.
And they wouldn't help me get up.
Mummy, Daddy, the kangaroo's dead.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mascotting is a very unique thing.
Well,
Some people really commit to mascotting, and they'll tell you, like at Nova, someone who was mascotting will go, yeah, I'm Nova Boy. Like, well, nobody knows that. Like, nobody.
Do you remember the
Oh no! Oh no! What's going on?
Remember the big banana?
Big banana.
You know that
the mascot, or
you know that ad? Yeah. That make those bodies sing.
Yeah.
You know, B1 and B2 have a different show.
Yeah, I do.
It's a different thing.
Different one.
Okay.
Yeah. So my mum was that banana for really. Yeah.
No, she wasn't.
She was. She worked for the banana that whole campaign, and she had to go
like watching Matt try to really carefully tread around this.
Yeah, I am. So she had to
put on a pancake spread for you.
Yeah. What a spread. Yeah, Rosie wouldn't do that. But she had to go to supermarkets as a banana.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Well, yeah, like when we'd go Casanova-ing, because I was too big, I couldn't be Nova Boy. It'd always have to be a Casanova that was small.
Yeah.
I guess,
right.
Because it was massive head, small costume. So I just put the head on when we were driving and just sit at the traffic lights and slowly turn your head to the person next to it and let it spin around and shit like that. But we'd have parties, radio parties for listeners and shit. I think there was one that one where you put me in a cab and I went back to the Nova and I spewed everywhere.
Yeah, very familiar with that night.
Did I happen
The stain's
to?
still on the wall, I'm pretty sure.
No, on the wall, because they replaced the carpet. But
you get a memo saying, "Hey Andy, we've replaced the carpet."
No, because Dave, the PD, was good enough to cover me.
Right.
Yeah.
And refused to answer any questions and
Until
say,
now.
I do not recall to whoever.
I think one of the execs to the big boss as well was too busy having 50 darts before coming into the office every day to actually care about it, and the smell of those darts.
Who was this down here? Who was this, guys? Who was it? Dave's like, I don't know, mate. I don't recall.
Your Honour, is this being recorded, love?
Yeah, no, he was good enough to cover my butthole.
Yeah.
With that stuff. But no, I remember just being hammered. Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Me and Popey
we stayed back one Friday night and started drinking at the station.
Yeah.
And do you remember Abby?
Yeah.
So Abby was sort of in charge of like the Casanova stuff at that time, and me and Popey got that blind that we started putting on all the like mascot costumes, all the Casanova stuff they had bought for the next day, like the Minion costume and shit, and we're like running around in these costumes, sending video to Abby, go, "Hey, let's go join this, Abby," and then like running through the studio and shit. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, well, we got to say, Popey's one of our listeners. He's the best person in a mascot costume I've ever seen. Like,
he's so good.
You have to be a very energetic and passionate person to be able to do that really well. And Popey has done an amazing job as Popey brought Nova Boy to life.
Yeah.
He was incredible, yeah.
Yeah, you could tell when he wasn't in the costume.
That's exactly right, because it was just you with the head on. And
no clothes on. Just me and the head going, "Oh, so you want a sticker?" That's all we got. There's no client on this one, guys.
All right, guys, how do you follow us on social media, everyone?
Best teammates.
Always forget.
That is it for us. Have a fantastic rest of the week. We'll give you an update on where we're going to be. Maybe, I reckon, this time next week we might be at Shifty Lizard. Who knows?
Ooh.
Thank you so much for listening. Share the podcast. Give us a review. Here is Con. Bye.
The bright trophy center, cups, trophy badges, medals. Yeah, we do it better. Best teammates. DTC, BTF, BTS. Yeah. Best teammates. Oh yeah. Sweet.
Hi, Jeremy Cordo in the Court of Public Opinion. I'm just on air here to let you know that we'll be live streaming the Court of Public Opinion every Friday between 9 o'clock and 12 on jeremycordo.com. Please join us. We'd love to have you.